What up, though, niggas? What up, though, nigga? That's my twin over there. Y'all, we got my sister on here today. Yeah, we gonna let her talk to y'all about her story. You know, she my nigga. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
What's my story?
Tell niggas about yourself.
Let's tell you about you.
Yeah, nigga. I mean, I know you. Do they know y'all? I know niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I grew up on the east side of Detroit.
She's lying. Hold on, I gotta stop there.
Yes, I
She's
did.
lying.
You can't
Bro,
tell
We
me
grew up
that.
on McAfee.
How you gonna tell me what can I tell her about? That's my sister.
But she, Robin, how old are you?
Huh?
I could have sworn you
28.
told me.
She's been with her all 28 of her years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell them too.
Yeah, we from McAfee. Like, he wasn't born then. He was, still.
Weird, yeah.
He said I wasn't born. Oh yeah.
I'm weird for being rude.
Hey,
That's
hey,
crazy.
my bad. Just a quick side note. I found out on Sunday of last week that these niggas used to hate me when I was a kid because I was so real.
Damn.
No, for real. Like, this shit is crazy. Apparently, I told my
That's
mama,
how
right?
Jesus, dog.
I asked my mama to buy me something. Right? And she was like, no, I'm not gonna buy you that. But I was like, oh, if it was at that shoe store, you would have bought it.
At that shoe store?
Yeah, like the shoe store she be shopping at. I told her that when I was a kid. That's real. That's not real.
No, you was annoying.
That's not real.
That's more so like.
That's real, but that's real.
Like, if I say I felt like
It was true, but it was true though. But it was true.
It matters what the item was, though. What did you pick?
It was a game.
It was a game. Something
yeah.
he didn't need.
A video game or like a board game?
It was
A card
a
game?
video game.
It was definitely never a board game.
Yeah, I was never one of them niggas.
So he picks up a video game.
Only time I play like board games, it don't even count as a board game. I don't know if it's called. We played cards, nigga. We played Phase 10. I always play Phase 10. Robert played Phase 10.
He like,
Yeah,
hey,
we
play
used to play-
those.
we used to play the shit out of Phase 10. Nah,
Yeah.
I hate that.
I couldn't count, so I couldn't do that.
I
I was too young to count, bro. Real nigga, I was too young to count. Nigga, I'm like 3 years old. I'm a count for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? What
I
am I
was
saying?
playing Phase 10.
I'm like Helen. I'm like Helen. But no, I was like, you said what?
How you got a counting phase 10?
I don't know. I
You
forgot how
count
to
the
play
cards
that
at the end.
shit. Okay.
So, like, if somebody go out
Never played Face.
and you gotta, what?
I can't play
I heard
that.
this the black one though. It was made by a black man. I know that.
Yes.
See, that's that, you know what I'm talking about? That's that crazy shit right there.
Because I know about black people.
No, but it's like why it gotta be black? Like, why we gotta
Because it was made by a black
Because
person.
people.
If it was white, would you say it was made by a white
It's
person?
white. It's white.
I only
phase
brought
10.
it up because it's already Uno, which is made by a white person.
Oh,
and then
Phase 10 is already Uno?
Phase
Nah,
10
he
is
said Uno
made
is
by the
Uno.
same company, but it was made by a black man. But
Okay,
it's not
my
played.
bad. I didn't know that.
By black
Okay, that
people,
makes
really,
sense.
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Man, Uncle Ben could have kept that shit.
Yeah, whoever that is.
That shit.
Go ahead, though. Go
That
ahead.
was crazier
though.
than what I said, by the way.
What he say? Uncle Ben? Who's
Yeah.
that? What that mean?
And that nigga on the right?
Slave reference.
Oh, the nigga on the who?
The rice.
Yeah, Uncle Ben don't exist. It's just a black man.
Yeah,
like,
Any black man, yeah, like
So how is
Uncle Ben.
racist? If he like,
It's a slave reference. Like blackface, Uncle Ben is a slave thing.
was Aunt Jemima a slave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. Aunt Jemima is a slave thing. She's not a slave.
Yeah.
was.
She doesn't exist.
They took her off the pancake thing.
That's not a real
And
person,
the
bro.
syrup.
She was.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy.
I just bought some.
They just call black women Aunt Jemima.
Aunt
now.
Jemima was a real person. Like,
No, she
her-
wasn't.
can
Look
you
it
say
up.
that?
Look it up.
Bro, they literally have a
You can say that about anything,
They have
bro.
a picture of her that's on the box. They have the actual picture.
Who the
She-
bitch?
The same
she's
black
so
face.
She's chained up. She's chained up.
I'm trying to get somebody chained up.
The actual picture, she's chained up.
Okay.
Bro, they think it's like,
Bro, they just
Come on, that's
took
somebody
they took
grandma.
a random black lady
That's
and
somebody
named her
auntie,
Aunt
nigga.
Jemima.
Like, for real.
They just named her.
Bro, nigga, they used to call the black slaves auntie and uncle, nigga, but like Aunt Jemima, that
They
was
used to do
actually
that?
her. Yeah.
Yes.
see, that's why I don't call nobody up. That shit bold as hell. I be saying that. I be saying that. That shit is bold. That shit is bold. I be saying that for years. That shit
But
is
that's
bold.
like on the black person nigga. It's more of a like a respect
No,
thing.
no.
Yes, it is.
It's a respect thing.
You just called her nigga.
That's not a respect thing. I ain't respecting her. Call her nigga.
What you doing? You trying to break it
I
down?
just call her nigga like nigga. That's
Nigga
nigga.
is a pronoun.
Oh, why you doing
Yeah,
that?
nigga about a
Like, you know how you just said,
Why you
like,
do
black
that?
call black
I
people
call
niggas,
it
like,
almost
white
called
people
nigga.
have a name they use that may be offensive to us, but not to them.
What you talking about?
I'm saying, like, niggas are a word, like
Why
like
do
you
they got-
said, like, call a black person a nigga. Do they have a word that they use that might, that if we say it's
White
offensive?
people don't walk
but-
around calling each other carrots.
It's
though.
assholes.
I'm saying, do
They
they
don't
have
call each
anything
other
they
carrots,
say?
though.
niggas to niggas, like niggas to white people is asshole. Like they
No,
say
that makes
asshole.
sense.
Yes, they do.
It's not derogatory enough.
It's
But-
not, but
bro,
that's not.
it's not
that's
derogatory enough.
just the
Like
frequency of how they use it.
They don't have a
But if you rank the
related,
frequency,
like,
that don't make sense.
saying or
How
phrase.
often do we say nigga? That's how often they say asshole.
I think it shouldn't go by that. It should go by how derogatory it is, though.
Do you
Ain't
know
nothing
that?
like
Bro,
that.
are you guessing?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It
It's just a
should.
guess. I mean, it's no fact for how often a white man says
Oh,
asshole in a
right.
day, is there?
Or
Or
But
how
there's a
often
fact for how
yes.
often you say nigga.
It's not.
Why not? You
Cause
can't tell
you
us how
don't know, I
often
don't
you say a
know.
word.
It's a fact that nobody knows, nigga. That's a myth.
It's the fact that you know it's you.
I don't know, so it's no fucking
You
fact.
don't know yourself.
I don't know how often I say nigga a day. That's the
He
thing.
said,
That's
you
not
know how
box.
many times he
Box.
say nigga.
Box.
You gotta put the nigga counter in there. That's crazy. That is crazy. But
I
I'm
say
gonna let
that
Robin
shit,
go ahead and tell her story though, y'all. She gonna give y'all some advice about college and things like that, you know. I know a lot of people who doing criminal justice in school, so you can tell them a little bit about that too.
Yeah, I went to Michigan State in 2012. I got accepted on an on-site admission. Go ahead.
Are you technically a cop?
No.
I was wondering the same thing.
But I said, are you
Yeah,
actual
I was
officer of the law?
cop.
Or
I'm
just
sorry.
like-
Yo, when I seen her do this shit, when she do that little swearing in shit, she was a fed. From that point,
I am a middleman.
I'm about to say you.
nigga, if you a little man, you
You
can.
police.
If you're a better man for the cops, I think you cops.
Come
I
on.
think you cops.
You
Nigga,
go.
a fed. Nigga, a fed.
I'm here to help you.
Bro, if something happens, if I was to go to jail, bro, niggas gonna call her.
Because I know.
Not to like
People-
snitch on you or
You
anything,
a
but do you still do illegal things as a cop?
Damn.
Nah,
man.
I guess she answered
That's the fed, nigga, right here.
Yeah, I got accepted on an on-site interview, and then I did criminal justice for my 4 years. I never changed my major.
So what was the interview about? Like, I mean, I was there, I was around, but I didn't really.
They came to the Herpel
Like, I was
and they
sure
was like, you know, let me see your resume, let me see your transcript. And either you make it or you don't. Your ACT, blah blah blah.
That was
They was
the
like, you
Your
accepted right
SAT
there.
score? Did you take SAT?
Huh?
Did you take the SAT?
Mm-mm.
She
You
took
only
ACT.
took the ACT?
Mhm.
What was your score? I don't know what the scale
I got a
was.
20 twice.
Out of
At
24, 26?
Is it 26?
I thought it was.
I think it's
Oh,
like
28.
I thought it was
Tori was
28.
just talking about this. She
It's
told me
been
she
a
got
long
18.
time.
I'm like 18 what?
Well, I said it's less than 30. I know that.
Yeah, I know it's like the
Yeah,
dirty
I got a 20. I took it twice. I took it at school and then I took it after just to see what I could get.
That's the biggest jug we ever got. We ain't had to take it for nothing.
I did.
We ain't had to take it to be
Yeah.
accepted to college though.
Oh, you did?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, COVID.
I did a study abroad at Michigan State University, so I did study abroad at University of West Indies, which I did school in Barbados and stuff like that.
Damn, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you study abroad, you go to a school like out the country.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
I
I
went
didn't know
to the
that.
Caribbean. I went to
I remember
St.
you
Martin,
went. I didn't know that's what it was.
St. Martin, St. Thomas, British Virgin Islands,
Damn,
Barbados.
you was-
Did you learn any other languages?
No, they speak English, just broken English.
You know,
I learned
Spanish,
different laws and stuff like that for Barbados,
You
different
know a
court
little Spanish?
systems. A little bit. I
You
know
know
what that
sign
bathroom
language?
was Spanish.
I said that.
Baño.
You lame.
So when I gotta go, I gotta go.
Nigga said
Baño.
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 Nah,
Yeah.
but
I'm going to Colombia though, so I need to learn Spanish.
when you going to Colombia?
August.
Oh, yeah, that's what the things. Oh, but
Yeah, they got Columbia.
so what was your heart? What was
Chill.
so,
Go down nosebleed.
It's in the air, bro. It's snake dick in there.
And I smell the air.
What the fuck?
so what was your hardest year in college?
Oh, my hardest year had to be my sophomore year.
Why?
Or my freshman year, I would say. My freshman year was kind of like, okay, I know what school is, but this is freedom. This is like doing what I want to do when I want to do it.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie, my freshman year, coming in, I had a 4.0 GPA. My freshman year, I probably got like a 2.5.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad, that's horrible.
Pass the C's, get degrees.
C
bro.
plus? Shit.
No, my
She's
mom
get
was
degrees,
like,
bro.
either you gonna come home or you gonna get it together. So I had to buckle up.
But she was gonna make you come home for passing
Yeah,
though.
that's not passing. That's not doing good. I got a
No.
D in public relations.
You had a D in public relations.
Yes.
Oh, so you like didn't get all
Oh, so
passing
you had-
grades.
yeah.
I think you like.
I
all
mean, I
C's.
passed, but I didn't. This wasn't what I was used to producing. So she just was like, "What is going on?"
You know, that was my biggest thing with college. You know, I mean, obviously niggas know I'm in college now, but that's my biggest thing when I'm in college. I'm not about to stress myself out over getting a super high grade.
Yeah, but you got.
I try to get it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's like, if I don't get it, I'm not about to be like, bro, fuck. Like, I'm not about to do that. I'm
But
not
I
about to do
wasn't there. I was
Yeah.
like doing. I was partying. I was doing.
that. Yeah,
this.
high school, I
wouldn't-
like that anyway. So
I
it's
wasn't
like,
really. I mean, just like that. You just gotta find it.
no, it's not. Them niggas up there lame, bro. Them
you
niggas up there is lame.
gotta
The
find
most lit niggas up there is the Jamaican people, I swear to God.
it. Well, you can't hang around them.
I'm good. That's what I'm good. I'm good.
I got
I don't know. I'm straight. I'm good on them niggas, but I'm just saying. But go ahead. I'm just
Yeah.
finished.
But yeah, and sophomore year probably I took too many classes at once trying to get done fast, and they caught up with me. It's too much. So you gotta learn how to pace yourself. You gotta have your future plan. Things of that
They
nature.
do
But
you-
college was the best experience. I feel like everybody should experience
At least a year.
some type of university because it's like it's some people you'll meet that you'll never forget. College is when I got introduced to like having white friends.
Who was your first friend in college? That you made at college,
Yeah, I
not
ain't
not
gonna
like somebody took with
I
you.
know
Some
what
girl
it
named
is.
Emma.
Oh, no, I don't remember Emma.
Who you talking
I
about?
was thinking, no, I don't know. What I
Emma was
talking
my sweet mate. She from Washington, D.C.
Oh.
And
Oh, that
she a
was
teacher
good.
now in Chicago. Cool as hell.
What you teach?
English.
Bro.
For second graders.
I got a question though. When you was going into college, like, was you nervous or like? Did you
I
ever
was
second
very
guess it?
nervous. I cried. Remember, I cried. Like when they dropped me off.
Shit, I ain't gonna care about
Just
cry
because
too.
it was so big and I just was
I
like,
ain't cry when I got there, nigga. Like
Oh,
week 7, week 8, nigga. I'm in that bitch bowling with tears. I'm texting this nigga bowling
Yeah.
with tears. I was fucked up. I hated college, bro.
it's
I
a
ain't gonna lie,
different
for sure. I hated that
experience.
shit.
It's a different experience. You gotta learn how to be on your own and be your own like motivator.
Yeah, I guess you
It's different from going to high school and you in a class with 20 people and they like, yeah, did you do your homework? Versus being in a college class with 300 niggas. They don't care if you did it or not. They don't even care if you show up.
And I don't even got a 300 nigga class, so shout out to niggas
Yeah.
who do. I don't even got 300 nigga classes, so
That's why you gotta get friends. Y'all exchange clickers. You know what I'm saying? I be
Clickers? What is that?
nobody use that shit no more.
What's like a
She's
pager?
30. She's 30. She's 30.
No,
I swear to
no.
God, she's 30.
So clickers is for like people who have classes over like 300.
Attendance.
So it's like attendance.
Mhm.
So you get a clicker and it got like A, B, C, D on there and you register your name and stuff to it. So if the answer on the board say A for I'm here, B for I'm not, you go obviously click A. That show attendance for the day.
Right.
But if I give my clicker to my man's and he have it for a week
Y'all
and I don't go there for a week,
Right.
we on and off every other week. It's
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying?
Y'all exchanging notes for the week, too.
Yeah,
That's
right.
we do it.
That's
we
real nigga.
pass it.
That's
That's
real
that's
nigga.
what you call teamwork. You gotta have friends. Like,
Did you ever do drop-ins? That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna
What's
just show up to
drop-in?
colleges and just go in classes.
That's crazy.
nah.
That's
Steve
crazy.
Jobs did it.
Huh?
That's how I learned about it. Steve Jobs.
I be seeing Kai do that
Then
shit.
they used to just walk in niggas' classes, just sit down and write down notes and learn shit for free.
Hell no.
Because they don't really care if you're there. They're not like going up to you
Right.
like, nigga, what's your name? Show me
Exactly.
your name
They
on
don't do
You're
that.
different.
That's true. They don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they
not gonna say anything to you. They're like, oh, I got somebody else in my class. Cool.
Right.
I'm still getting paid.
My only issue with college at first was the difficulty of that shit. That shit was ridiculous. This semester was way harder than my last semester was, but
I can't do college. I know
That's-
I ain't gonna do the homework. I
that
ain't do
first
high
semester
school
damn near
homework,
broke me. But this semester couldn't break me because I was good from that first one. I'm straight.
Yeah, you learn the way.
I guess. I guess you could say that, but it's like,
so 3 more years.
it's weird. I really don't even got 3. I like 2.5.
All right, you could just let me be right.
Right.
Why not let you be right though if you wrong? That makes sense.
2.5, 3 is like a few months off. Not too big. Go ahead.
Few is 3.
That's crazy.
So I'm on your ass, but no, but so like you said, he said what you say again?
I asked her was like, was she
No, I was
nervous
trying
about
to
going to
piggyback
college?
on that. Was she nervous going to college? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you become comfortable, and how do you? What's like a tip you would give somebody to be comfortable in college?
I would say be more involved. Like student programs, BSU, you know.
Black
be more
student
friendly.
union.
Yes.
I think say uni. That was good. That was good though.
Or Alliance, BSA.
Mm-hmm.
Black Caucus.
Both of them exist like
Mhm.
together.
Sometimes they do events together, but they sometimes separate.
Mm.
Yeah.
When you finished college, like, did you automatically get the job or like
Oh yeah, that's a good
get
question.
your job?
She was
Yeah.
trapping the zoo.
No, I did the zoo. I did the zoo during summers of
Yeah.
college, so that was a good job. But
I think Bob. hooked
I
you up.
applied for a lot of jobs. My advisor gave me this huge packet, and I was like, you know, just apply for everything. So I did. I don't even know how long. I think I graduated in May. I may got the job in June,
You graduated in May for sure.
and I got the job in June because I think I started after my grandma's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I say yeah,
Because you still get the job you got right now without a degree.
you could, but you
What
get
would be
paid
the
less.
pay? No, but so what would be the pay difference?
Yep, you get paid less.
How much?
When I first came into this job, I think it was starting off at like 15, 16 with no degree. But I started off at like 21.
Damn, that's a tremendous difference,
That's
though.
crazy.
Yep.
So
It's like for every year you go to school, it's like you damn near get an
Yeah.
extra $1. Like you know what I'm saying?
You a
20 is
dispatcher,
crazy.
right? Like you the person who like people will call you and you would transfer to police.
Yo,
I
hear that,
applied
right?
No,
for
I
those
did the
jobs and
police
got
too.
declined.
So
Oh,
you
you
call
said-
911. I'm either answering your
So you
phone
were
call.
fed. Okay, cool. So like,
Right, that's what it is.
No,
so like one question I was gonna ask, I'm
She
thinking about
cooperated,
something,
bro.
what's the craziest call you ever got?
Oh my god.
Are you allowed to disclose this?
I mean,
Huh?
You allowed to disclose this?
Yeah.
If it on the news,
you feel me?
if
Like,
it on the news,
Yeah, I ain't seen
if you on the
no
news,
Not all of it, but yeah.
what's the craziest call?
Oh, yeah,
you ever
sure.
got?
I've
Maybe
heard
on the
some
news.
crazy stuff, like stuff y'all never think about. I've heard people down the phone. I did CPR. I've heard people like find their sibling hanging. I heard people getting shot at on the phone. B&Es in progress. So it's like I don't know what's really crazy, you know.
I've
Since
actually
I'm-
been
Just
traumatized.
Just like something that traumatized you, like something that's like
Oh,
that you,
yeah.
that you on the phone like
That's a good
damn,
question.
like this really happening, like shit.
So I had this accident occur, and that was when I was back working in
Genesee. You ain't working in Genesee. That's my county.
yeah, nigga, no.
Tweaking. You ain't working in Genesee.
Ingle.
talking for her.
Ingle.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ingle.
Wednesday.
I'm talking about Genesee.
And so this girl called, right? Actually, the car called. See, I know y'all get into an accident, y'all vehicle, if it's newer, it calls 911.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it'll be an automatic message where it says a Ford vehicle got into an accident.
Mhm.
Press 0 to talk to whatever, or press 1 to get the location. So honestly, if you can't call yourself, I don't really want to talk to you. I want to know where you at
Right.
versus, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I got this call. This girl didn't know. She was talking, but she didn't know where she was. Long story short, she was 11. And I remember her name, but I ain't going to say it. But she said her sister, which was 14, was in the car and out the car. So I knew she was dead. The car flipped upside down. And she said she's somewhere where she don't know. Like, they was on the road, but now she don't know. And, like, Lansing full of woods and stuff like that. So when you go off the road, you just off the road.
Yeah.
So her mom not speaking and her dad waking up, going back to sleep, waking up, going back to sleep. So long story short, we had to figure out where she was. I had to figure out where she was going to figure out where she came from. You know, kind of like, okay, did you take the highway? You know, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up finding their car is smashed. They in a Jeep. The, like, roof is smashed. Sister, obviously DOA. The mama,
Dead on arrival for those who don't know.
she got a stroke, yes.
Cool, bro. Niggas not slow.
Right.
I just gotta make sure. You just gotta
The
make sure.
mom had a stroke. She passed away
That's that long.
at the hospital, and the daddy was drinking, and it was raining, so he kind of felt, you know, and he went home and ended up killing himself. So the 11-year-old was just kind of like by herself.
Damn.
So we did like a little drive at the dispatch center to give her toys and stuff like that. But as far as I know, she with the grandparents. But that's crazy, ain't it?
So what's the hardest you ever worked on a call? Like what's some shit you had to really put, like some shit you really had to put your mind into?
You just
It sound
said
like
you
that.
had to. Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. That's what
something harder than
question.
that.
Like, you doing
That's what's part of the question. But I feel
Yeah,
like it
pretty
was
much.
something.
We have different databases and stuff. Like if you would call and say something was wrong, and you didn't give me an address, like I got a database to search your phone number or kind of see where you were. Location is always not.
So it's not like the
100%.
exact location. It
Not
just give
always.
You
Do the like triangulation thing between
Yeah.
closest cell towers.
There are different plots and stuff, but it's not always 100%. Even when you call from a landline, like I gotta confirm if this your address or not, because you know if you move, your internet company or whoever you pay your phone bill through won't change the address. So when you call me, it'll come your old address, not your new one.
Right.
People don't understand that, so.
Mm.
But yeah, it'd be wild.
I know it don't always be scary. So what's the funniest shit you ever experienced like on a
Oh,
call?
You
my
ever
God.
play about some dumb shit like just playing on your phone type or
Yes, little kids will call and be like, yeah.
How do the like
Suck my
fines
dick.
work that you
That's crazy.
How do y'all like issue out fines and tickets for that though?
Like if you would call 911 for a 911 issue, we would send the police out, they'll give you a ticket.
Do you do that? You be snitching like that?
It depends.
Well, like I'm saying, do you grab the address from the phone number? Like, do you go through the cell provider or something?
Or sometimes they'll call and they'll not know that we already like trying to ping them.
Oh.
So the ping will pop up where they are,
Mhm.
or we can search their phone number. And if they call so much, if they have problem so much, then we already got their name and stuff in the
So like
database.
y'all would get a little kid a ticket, like y'all just be like, it's just a little kid.
No. Little kids don't know. Like if our phone cut off right now, you can still call 911. Obama phones, all type of phones. And if your phone, like you didn't pay the bill, so mamas be giving the kids the phone, you know, to play with the phone, play with the phone. And the kids don't know, they be calling, hello,
Can you
somebody's
call
on
the
the
suicide
phone.
hotline with a phone that's off?
You could.
So like, is the suicide hotline ran through y'all or is that different?
That's different. If they need us, they'll call us.
So
So
like,
if you call the suicide hotline and say, I want to kill myself.
And you say, I got a gun right here next to you.
Yep.
You didn't do
then
it.
they'll call y'all and then y'all say,
But
You ever done something
sometimes
like
they
that?
won't know where exactly where you are, so we gotta call AT&T or you gotta call your provider, Sprint, T-Mobile. And sometimes them services don't give us the ping good enough. We gotta fax some of them, fax something back. Like the delay is so much there. It's just kind of like,
Faxing is
So, like,
yeah.
so I know like on weekends and stuff, like they be closed and stuff. So like, how do y'all like?
no, we got them. We don't do everybody open when we call.
Yeah,
we got the-
Everybody making sure you trying to get emotion.
Yeah, we got the.
They got what?
Yeah, emotion for sure. So, in school specifically, like I know your major don't really got much to do with math, but how much math did you have to take?
Oh man, I took 2 math classes.
That ain't that bad, nigga.
Do the entire 4 years?
Statistics, yep, and math 103. So first,
We did
That's
statistics.
Calc 1 and what?
No, Math 103 was kind of like pre-calc and like trigonometry, yeah. But it was alright. It wasn't good.
I don't like that.
I hated
So
statistics.
like when you was in
I love
college,
stats.
Hell no. The probability of 6. I used to be like, bro, why don't I need to learn this?
That's the easiest shit.
And my teacher didn't speak any English.
I hated calc. I
He
hate
didn't
calc.
speak any English?
He was Asian.
Why'd
The
you
TA
assume
was-
his gender was a man?
Why not? I was right.
That,
I said,
what is he talking about?
that's not good though. That's not good though.
His response was good. I didn't say his
I
assumption was
said my
good.
teacher, he didn't speak any English. And he said,
Nah, you ain't say that.
oh.
I thought you said my teacher didn't
He
speak.
wanted that
No,
vote.
you didn't say he. You said my teacher didn't speak any
So-
English.
All right.
You want to run the cameras back? You want to run the cameras back? Yeah, okay.
But when you was taking classes for like law and stuff, like what did those classes consist of?
Well,
I
I took
think
a
that's what
lot
you
of
have to
like,
take. Yeah, I was say that too.
it was like at least 2 prereqs you had to take per year, per semester. So it was a lot. I took a corrections class, but I also took like a lot of bullshit classes like yoga.
Could you be a correctional officer with the degree you got?
I could.
What's your second option besides whatever your first major was? I don't know the actual name.
Sociology.
That's
Study
not
of
bad.
human behavior.
Yeah, right.
I got a minor in that.
So I'm about to say that's like the same thing. Well, not the
Yeah.
same thing, but they're related, closely
Mhm.
related.
So, with your major in criminal justice and your minor in sociology, what other jobs could you have gotten? What was you thinking about doing before now on this
Oh
dispatch?
man.
If you ever thought about something like that, what did you do? Like, what was your mindset of picking a career choice? Like,
I felt like I wanted to be a federal probation officer,
Mhm.
but as I was getting more in like research about that, it was boring. It was like 9 to 5, pushing papers,
Stand
spying on
office
people.
job.
Yeah, it was like,
spawning people would be fun.
I couldn't.
So, like, getting-
That's some real fake shit right there.
Spawning
I
people
couldn't
is
do that.
fun. Spawning people gotta be
like
fun.
just showing up at people's
Bro,
house, like
but
I'm
imagine-
just saying, imagine showing up to a nigga house and put him in handcuffs.
No, look,
Like,
imagine, look, you know a nigga, right? You got a nigga, right? A nigga, this nigga right here. He not supposed to smoke weed. You just down the street, look at this nigga, walk outside, roll a J, and blowing. You like, look at this dumbass nigga. Look at this dumbass nigga. Terrence, go in the house. Down the street. You know what I'm saying? No, like Terrence, go in the house.
That's crazy. That's crazier than like actually being the cops. Because the cops like usually the middleman snitches on the person that the cops will get, right?
Yeah.
But imagine being a probation officer and literally snitch on nigga and sending him back to jail.
I don't think I would snitch as a
Nah,
probation
that
officer.
is
That's
crazy.
right.
That's your job.
You don't have to snitch. You can just help. You can help him.
Yeah, you're supposed to
You
give
can
them
help 'em.
resources.
You
That's
can
what
help
the main goal is.
Yeah, but
You ever
usually
seen
it's
Pepper
like once you
You ever seen Pepper Soldiers with Kevin Hart?
some of it,
Mhm.
but once you like do the thing that you're on probation for, like don't you?
Finish your shit.
I brought up Pepper Soldiers because like this nigga Kevin Hart was always smoking weed. He dropped dirty every time. And his probation officer was just marking him clean.
I mean, yeah, you could probably do that, but that's
yeah, some people
that seems like a criminal offense as well. You probably go to jail.
That's
So,
a criminal.
the nigga could go. The nigga could clean. The nigga could get clean.
Could,
Yeah.
like, but he's not,
Pissed
nigga.
Definitely a criminal.
And she got the power. She could rewrite all them papers.
Okay, so like
If they decide to reassign the nigga and just test him and then put him back on you and then he tests on you again and he's clean and he's dirty on everybody else, and it's like, nigga,
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
So like,
It looks
Yeah.
I be
all
seeing
the
like
problem
videos
issues.
on
Yeah.
TikTok and it be niggas with like ankle monitors on and like they, you know, the people can call the ankle monitor.
Mhm.
Just like see, so like, does that tie into like some shit that you do at your job or not?
Only if like that's only in Lansing, the tether company. So if they call us and they got somebody in their area that tether either died or they know that was tampered with, they'll say, "Hey, we need y'all to go to this address because such and such tether is off."
So do y'all deal with any lezzskis?
I don't think you can disclose
Oh,
that.
my bad. That's
That's like
done.
life or
That's
death,
My
nigga.
bad, boys. Damn.
That's crazy.
Y'all smart. You ever
Y'all
no,
do
listen,
niggas like,
have you
yeah.
ever seen somebody like actually put over some McDonald's? Like y'all know that meme that be going around when niggas be like, if I get a room with a high C nigga, I'm going crazy.
Like,
I don't even like high C though. Like
Like,
that's
snitch
what's
over
crazy
some
about
food,
it.
like a nigga get some food and he snitch. Like
Yeah, people be
that's
arguing
crazy.
on that
Niggas
stuff.
snitching over food, bro. Like
That's not me.
oh,
That's not
It
me.
makes them niggas
Or
feel like
people
y'all
that be
friends.
pissed off at
What
the
amount of
drive-thru won't
money?
leave.
What amount of money would make you snitch on this nigga right here?
No.
Snitch on me.
That's
Snitch on me.
I'm asking a question. What's crazy about
But
that?
like,
But you know what's so funny about this, Robin? This how I know this nigga would snitch on one of us for the money. He ain't thinking about somebody else. Snitching on somebody else.
So that's what most enticing. I don't know what else she likes. So
some crazy shit that let me know.
everybody like
he-
money. Can you name somebody that don't like money?
Hey, how much would it?
How much would
it take for you to snitch on list?
I wouldn't do it.
All right, how much is this?
Unless I'm not doing 10 years for no nigga.
What you?
That's
That's
not
not money.
allowed.
That's not money. I'm not doing. I ain't no 10 years.
I ain't doing 10 for
I'll do
nothing.
5 at maximum.
Yeah, 5 is my
maximum.
cutoff for real.
5 is up.
5 and below,
Five
but
is a
10
lot.
is
Yeah, but
Yeah,
10,
I'm like,
you my
nigga,
nigga, you my nigga, but you my
I'm
nigga,
gonna make
you
sure I
my
at least
nigga.
get my
I
money
can
for
get out in 3 or 3 and a
I
half.
ain't gonna
Okay,
say
you know what I'm saying?
Back
Like,
3 and a half.
How you know
Yes,
that nigga that's gonna beat y'all up? Or like,
5
fuck
years
with
ago,
y'all,
I
give
was
y'all more
14.
time.
You know I'm doing that.
That's
I'll be the coolest nigga in that bitch. I ain't gonna
But
be a
like,
bitch.
that's- Like you just said,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart probation officer could have been right clean. That guard could have just been lying on you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But like I said, bro, if I'm snitching, I ain't snitching for free either. So if a nigga be like, bro, you got 10 years if you don't tell us who did it, I'm like, give me some money, I'll tell you. I'm that's money anyways, but I'm at least like,
Hey, you know what they gonna say? You know what they gonna say? You know what they gonna say? They gonna be like, you have the right to remain silent. They ain't gonna play with you. They gonna rob that shit up. Do your 10, big bro, right here.
I feel like when you
right
snitch
here.
on your man, you really snitch on
Okay, I
yourself.
wanna talk.
You really are
Cause
though.
like nigga, if I know we in an organization and we running drugs and shit, and they catch one of us and they like, damn nigga, we know. They don't really know. They just telling us.
No,
No,
you
they
ain't
know
know.
niggas
No,
fuck.
you rank higher than me.
They get games.
If we all get caught, you my
They
boy,
play games.
bro.
They getting gangs. That's where niggas
Oh,
go
okay.
wrong. Like, yeah, I'm with the blah blah blah.
Cause they want to be
Dude.
protected.
So now they know
And
every
them niggas
nigga
be
and blah blah
branding
blah blah.
themselves too, so
So if you
that's-
do something wrong, they like, oh yeah, too. We gonna hit his man. We gonna hit his man. We gonna hit his man. Somebody gonna
hit
talk.
my boss. My
Like,
bigger
I feel
boss.
like
and
snitching.
the
If I
biggest
know we in
boss.
an organization, we all running the shit. Me snitching just me
So
shit.
they ask me, he run the shit.
I'm a foot soldier. He
I'm
this.
not like
I'm
running
this.
I'm not taking 10.
Roddy hand in hands, bro.
I love these niggas to death, but I ain't.
Somebody, I make $500 every 2 weeks. I don't really make no money for this.
That nigga supposed to work minimum wage.
Like this nigga, he push that nigga. When nigga needs him, they cool.
That's
Right?
it.
He don't want them Mexicans.
He
I ain't
know
gonna
what
lie.
I don't really know. He don't really tell me what. So like, you know, like I tell you what.
I wonder what Kevin gonna say to the fans though.
If we all
If
get
I was in
arrested.
it, there's nothing to say.
I
was in it.
But like real
So
shit.
So you gonna take all the time?
If I was in it, if we hold each other
You gonna take all the time though?
If you did it, if you did something that I'm supposed to take the fall for, we supposed to hold each other equally
Right.
accountable.
No.
We both did something.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Hey, my point is like, my point is they don't have me.
That ain't
I'm
real, bro.
no, I'm
They
just
got
saying
you. The only thing they gonna have me is you.
This is
We
scenario
can
is
go
that
do some shit and you
But
we
you
don't go
want me to
down
fuck
together
him.
and you telling me and we was both in it, bro. Some whole shit.
He did it.
yeah,
but you
that's
the only
true.
one who
So I'm
got
saying,
caught.
are you going? What you gonna do?
It's nothing to say. If you didn't do shit, there's nothing to say.
No,
But
no,
like,
I'm
they
saying,
asking
Kevin,
about
he
us.
did.
Me
Me
and
and
asking about
you,
us.
me and
Was
you,
I involved?
yes,
nothing
we're
to
all
say.
involved.
Yes, but they asking about us.
If it's an organization,
They not asking
He
about
said,
you.
I don't know nothing. I ain't
Can they
seen
prove me
nothing.
what something I did? No, it's nothing to say.
No, they not here about you.
No, I want my lawyer.
Hey, they here for the husband. So look, let's say you and see him on the date, right? You and see him on the date, nigga. See know what you doing, but like they don't know that. So like they catch your ass while you and see it out. They're like, oh, we know, like we know you associated with this nigga. They not saying you did anything. They just know you associated
Right,
with
and you
him.
about to take all the heat from me.
Like
Are you gonna do?
they're like you either snitch on this nigga or you taking all the
You
heat.
ask for my lawyer. They legally can't ask you shit if your lawyer not present.
Okay, don't go in this place.
Answer.
The deal is, okay, the deal is,
Ask whatever the fuck they want to.
listen, the deal is,
If you answer
either
them,
you
do.
snitch on him and you don't go to jail,
Or you take all the time for being.
Thank you.
Being a
Because
good
if that
nigga.
wasn't clear by now, I don't understand. Like,
So, like,
you
This
not
is like a very
He
this is a
said
very
he
like
would ask for his
specific situation. That's
Yeah,
our
it
point.
is. It is.
It's specific to the point where like the deal is you snitch on this person or you take all the time. That was the whole example.
Like, but
from
it,
the beginning.
But I feel like you will never put in a situation where if you didn't do shit to the point where you don't talk and still go to
That's
jail.
a
that's the
I
whole
don't say shit. I'm not going
It's
to
a hypothetical. That's the point.
but like one thing
Alright,
He's
so
not
so
going.
you feel me? But one thing
It's a
that
hypothetical
He's not
situation. Hypotheticals are not realistic.
Okay, Ken, let's say this, right? You know,
I might ask you for snitching one time.
Snitching is silly as hell.
like
I never
it's
snitched.
crazy though. Like
And it wasn't even so. It wasn't even intentional. Like I was laughing.
Oh,
about
so
something.
you just snitching
No,
now?
I laughed about something. I said it like when I was I'm like this
He was
nigga.
snitching so often that he didn't even know what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's
That's
second nature. Dick sucking, dick sucking. That's two dick suckers right here. Any more before I continue on this situation?
I ain't doing none of that. But,
She said, man, she was.
I can't tell you what I'm doing. Like, go ahead.
I'm good. I was going to talk about that no more. Anyway, though, we was talking about something before we started talking about this snitching shit, bro. But I remember I was asking you, what did you go like? What was your process of going into picking your career choice? And I remember you saying what you wanted to be, and that's how we got to the topic.
I think I just tried it out. I
Mhm.
think I wanted to be somewhere in between, like being a cop and like doing a federal probation, and that was pretty much the middle ground for me.
I just got one serious question.
Well,
like,
hold on, before that, what was the inspiration?
Oh, well, that's my question.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no inspiration.
Mm-mm.
I was
All
about
my
to ask
family
what
was
got you
not. Nobody liked cops, so I couldn't say, oh, I had a.
Right. That's what I was going to ask you.
yeah.
That's why you wanted to do it.
so, like, you feel me? You just like went through high school like, damn, I want to be a fed. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Why
serious
did you
question.
ask
I
that?
used to love like watching Law and Order and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's why that nigga snitched so much.
Yeah, I love.
It sound like unique, bro.
I love watching Law and Order and stuff like that, especially the new one out.
Unique,
Original Organized Crime. Y'all
Oh, that's a
watch
new one?
With
They
Staples?
With Stapler, yeah.
Oh, that
My nigga stay probably
They
getting
still
off.
make SVU episodes.
that junk
Really?
Yeah,
fire.
Snoop Dogg just had
I
one
seen
of
a
all of
little
them.
bit.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg getting paid.
I
Snoop
got a
Dogg getting
question.
paid.
Like
26.
Did you actually like
25.
explain what it is that you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might- I don't think you might even
Gotta watch the video.
Alright. Yeah, you might want to hear.
Gotta watch
How you do?
Nah, you
I
gotta watch
answer
the video.
calls, and I dispatch police, fire, EMS. So
They
if your
snitch
house
on
on
people.
fire, if you need an ambulance,
So you dispatch
so you
for fire?
dispatch.
Fire?
I do all of it.
She just
Oh,
got one. I want this.
Oh, okay.
For Oakland County, so if you
Your
ever get
house
caught up
on
out there.
fire.
I probably
what?
called you.
For Oakland County, if you ever get caught up out there, you good.
I think I live in Oakland County.
Oh,
You
shit,
don't.
I don't.
What city you live in?
This nigga crazy.
I live in Detroit, but I'm on the north end of Detroit.
Mm-mm.
That's not Oakland.
Oakland is Auburn Hills, basically.
Yeah,
towards
well,
the other
Really?
way.
My
Yeah.
mom, I think my mom's house is county as
Like
Oakland.
Rochester Hills type shit. Right? No, not Rochester Hills.
Southfield.
Rochester. Right? It's a little different. Southfield.
Farmington, West
She
Bloomfield,
know all the cities.
No.
Pontiac.
Do you have to study maps for that?
Yeah,
So do you think you could like go somewhere just by looking at a map?
yeah.
For real? You know how to read a map that good?
hmm I'm more good with directionals than I am now.
Mm.
Like northeast, southwest. People don't know that.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. I'm good northeast, southwest shit. I know where I'm going though. I can't tell
But
you.
North
you,
is
you know
that
where you
way,
at all
south is
times.
that
Yeah.
Something
Like,
happened, people.
I got a
people
sense of
go there,
direction.
They forget exactly where they at.
Yeah, I got a sense of direction, but I can't tell you like I'm going north. I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any more questions?
Nah, I was just ask for inspiration, but I don't know.
I didn't know
She
that.
just grew into a cop at some point.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All that snitching, y'all have to change
Yeah.
niggas.
No, it was crazy.
Niggas do not snitch in our household though.
I got one.
Yeah.
No,
She-
obviously for the job, you gotta know like the ins and outs of our like. I wouldn't say constitutional rights, but the laws. Has that changed the way you view life at all? Like knowing what
Yeah.
what you're legally allowed to do and what not.
So the biggest thing would be like, let's say y'all got girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever.
Mhm.
Y'all move them in.
Whatever you like.
You know, whatever you like. Y'all move them in. They stay with y'all for a couple days. You cannot put that person out.
Oh yeah, you gotta legally if it.
You,
Oh,
you
wow.
have to go to court and do the whole process and put them out. And you know, you can't just change the locks.
And
Because
my
they call
address.
me,
Even if my
Like,
name is on everything, I still
even
can't
if
put
your
it.
name on everything.
Only after a couple days.
Yeah,
Like, it's
After
not,
a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
You gotta
If they-
legally evict them. You
If
can't
they
just
belong in
put them
there,
out.
they live there.
Yep, toothbrush,
you have to give them a
nails.
notice, right?
Hmm.
You have to give them a notice before.
Yeah,
you do
you
that?
have to get them eviction, and you have to go to court. You have to start a process. So it's like they're gonna be living you for another 2 months at least.
A lot of tension in that
So
period.
it's about
Yeah,
like
man.
making good
They
decisions
fuck around
about who you
with
move
that
in
shit.
That's
with.
why whack
Do you
cookies
have a
are
higher
real
chance of being picked for
Blueface
jury duty as a cop or no?
Whack cookies.
I've never,
Can't even
Never
figure
had
out.
jury duty?
no,
Have
but
you
I
ever
go
went
to court. I've been subpoenaed. Yeah.
You feel
For real?
subpoena?
Mhm.
Like, was it like
That's
a
crazy.
subpoena somebody put up like, nigga, you got served, or is it like?
No, it just be your
Just
mailbox
like,
when you
okay,
to work.
can you?
Like you took a call, they taking it to court.
Oh, okay.
They
I thought
need
it
you
was
to
like
be in
somebody
court.
was
How
like,
did that
nigga,
go?
you know
I think
something
it's
that we
also
need to
How
know.
did that go?
It went like a regular court case.
I never really.
Rich, you nervous understand?
No, they say, "Is this you?" On the phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like,
You know, like
Duh.
that's pretty much how it go. You just talk about what happened.
Duh, you're
What you trying to say when you get out there?
Do you have to be super technical with like all your words?
No, it
In court?
depends.
Can you,
I
like,
do have a change of voice though. So when I talk
Code
to different
switch?
audiences, I have
Yeah.
different change of the voices. Like when kids call, it's different from an adult. Kids are the best callers. They know everything. They know their daddy, kind of car he drive, what kind of girlfriend drive.
kids
with
are
a
nosy
girlfriend.
and curious.
They know
I would say they knows. I would say they knows.
They
They
just
knows.
observe
They
it.
know
Everything is
Yeah.
in their face.
It's
I
kinda
feel like
like
nosy
being-
has a negative connotation towards it though.
It's kind of
No,
being like
I'm just saying
kids
they
are.
they want to know everything because they're
Yeah.
curious and they're nosy, so
They curious though.
They
When you
automatically
grow up,
underestimate it,
curious
you know
as
what I'm
fuck.
And they understand that they getting help. Versus adults calling. Adults be like, "Why
fuck
you
the
ask so
cops.
many questions?" So I'm like, "Nigga, you calling me?
Right.
You need the help.
Stupid.
Not me. You the one, tied up. I'm chilling."
One last question. I hate to bring race into it, but do you work with any white people? This is legal.
Yeah, I work with all type of people.
Okay. Not only white people, but like, are there people who are like racist towards other callers? Have you ever seen somebody
That's a good question.
like try not to help somebody else as much because they heard them like not speaking English or they can hear them like?
No,
I was
I've
gonna
never heard that.
Is that against? Is there a code or something? Because I know like it's a small. No, I'm saying with like racism and ethnicity. Because I know like at Walmart it's a way smaller field than what you do, but it's like certain codes of ethnicity and what will happen. Like even because like it's like unintentional racism. Like you say some shit that's offensive and you may not even mean to be offensive with it.
Right.
Like even if you say the word nigga out loud, you may be like my nigga, but if somebody else hear you, you know what I'm saying, you get fucked up. Like did you say it? Yeah. So I was like, is it like something similar to that?
Yeah, in the workforce, I would never say the N word.
Yeah,
like if I do say it, it'd be to another black, like, yo, what up, nigga, you know, boo,
Right.
boo.
But you
But
gotta know
I'm
you
not gonna
talking
be in the
to
room
too.
like, hey, nigga, you know, because it's
Nigga,
just
where
like,
are you at?
that's not, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No, that would be on the phone.
Hey,
I'm like, bro, where is you
Hey,
at,
bro,
bro?
nigga, stop playing with my
What is
phone.
this nigga saying? Can you understand this?
I'm tired of saying that, but what
Like,
is this nigga talking about, bro?
explain it a little better, bro. I don't know what the
This
fuck
nigga dumb.
here is.
Hey,
Like,
you know how to pronounce what the fuck you
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga dumb. I
Nigga, how you don't know where the fuck you
Like
at?
if
bro?
I hang up,
Nigga,
like,
you know
that
bullshit,
dumbass.
stuff like that.
Y'all ever seen that Jack Funny nigga? I ain't even doing like the hood, the black now. I mean the.
Oh, that shit's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they also.
They be like, go ahead, clock out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
He
Yeah.
was like, what's the deal, my baby?
Hey, he had a scared nigga call him snitching. He's like, look, JJ,
You
like
like
snitching. Hey, guys are off finna tell the block on your ass. I'm not like, hey, clock out for me. That shit funny as hell.
Hey, hold on. So okay, let's say I snitched on all y'all about something, right? And you go back to my like neighborhood and tell them that I
Well, you
snitched.
can
Aren't you
try
doing
to-
good?
shit.
Would you get in trouble?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is. We were
Yes.
just talking about that.
I would get in trouble.
So you would get
Somebody
fired
told me
or
you're
just
not a
like suspended
snitch.
type
You're
shit?
just entitled to.
You would probably get
Wait,
fired.
It depends
But
on
that's
what
different
harm
because
it
she
brings
like,
him.
you know, she a cop damn near. So
No, I'm saying though, like
That's
if I snitch and
Mhm.
somebody go tell the people that I fuck with that I snitched, aren't they a snitch?
I don't want to keep going for too long, but so what advice would you give to somebody that's majoring in criminal justice? Like anything? As far as
Become involved
classes.
in programs, like, cause it's so many people, like at least I would say 5,000 to 10,000 people major in criminal justice a year. So what makes you different from that other person
Right.
when you get a job? When 10 million are applying for the same one job.
Diversify yourself type
Diversify yourself, build your resume, build relationships
How
with
many
people.
community service hours do you have?
I don't really do community service anymore.
No.
I used to in college a lot though.
What you used to do?
We did a homeless shelter, and we did a domestic violence.
Please don't talk. Don't talk. Don't talk until it's your turn. You talking already. That's my point. I'm gonna be specific. It's literally simple. You either take 45 years.
40.
Right. You ever take 40 years for a crime you didn't commit, or you snitch on the person that did commit the crime, which happens to be the person that you are super cool with, your best friend. Go. What are you doing?
See, I feel like because I feel like this needs to be some stipulation. Is
That's
my
what
friend
I'm
gonna take
saying.
care of me when I do this 40
That's what I'm
ball?
saying. It's too much.
He
like,
can't
you
get you
gotta
out,
be
so he
specific,
can't
bro.
take care of you
You know
too
what I'm
much.
saying?
nigga.
Like-
Yo, books is-
You got 40
That's
years.
what I meant. Like,
Okay,
But niggas
listen,
living life in jail.
this is the situation, Robin.
I
jail is fun now.
I swear to God,
Jail
niggas
is
should not
fun.
be
Niggas got
Certain,
free.
certain.
Them niggas got
Especially in
roaches
county.
that be
This
sick.
nigga gonna lie with
They be
some
playing
Cartiers on.
cards.
I'm like, what the
I'm not saying it's better than freedom, but
Let's stop.
Okay, my fault,
That's why
we
niggas
got-
be
Yeah,
going back to
let's
jail.
stop taking to a different spot
Free
though.
room and board.
Either you taking the 40 years or you not. Which one you doing?
I ain't taking the 40 ball.
Okay, so so you gonna snitch on Devin? Yeah, damn, you hear her right? Come
I
on,
couldn't snitch on that. I wouldn't tell.
you'll take 40.
I need my lawyer.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
my
my
God.
No,
You gotta
the
know my
thing
lawyer.
is, you have your lawyer, bro.
It's a system.
Here
No,
we
you
go.
gotta know
Here we
my
go.
lawyer. Bro,
You
if
got
somebody
to
told me and say,
if I got a way out, nigga, I'm not
No,
saying
you
yeah,
have
your
to.
best friend did
Bro,
this.
If I got a way, I'm telling you, I got a way out to save me.
Okay,
Why
okay,
do
let's
this?
do this.
Because that's
I
real
literally
life.
told him.
Wait, there's no other option besides
No,
take the 40 or
just
don't
said
take the
this.
40. Which one are you doing?
What are you doing? Are you snitching on Devin or
I
not?
wouldn't snitch on my best friend.
All right, come on.
And I done seen some wild stuff.
I'm not doing 40 fucking years for some shit.
So you
So you'll snitch on me? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so basically the situation is either you take this 40 years, right, for something that you didn't do, something that Robin did, right? Are you snitching on Robin or taking the 40 years?
I take 40 years or I snitch on Robin.
Yep.
You thought she did?
Yes, that's the situation.
Then can I know what she did?
Whatever it was, it's gonna grant you 40 years because they think you did it instead of her.
No, I'm not snitching on her, but we gonna figure that out.
You only got a little bit amount of time. You got like an hour.
I said I'm taking the
I
40.
ain't got a lot of time.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
We just gonna beat the case because if Rob
Exactly.
You ain't coming home, nigga.
The case already settled. It's either you take the 40 or you snitch it on Robin.
It's a plea deal.
Either you go home or you standing there for home.
if I ain't do it and Robin did it, how the fuck I got a bitch on this phone? I ain't do it.
That is real.
Okay, so listen. That's what I'm saying. It's a hypothetical. It's supposed to be unrealistic.
Y'all take me for something.
So it's like either you gonna snitch or you gonna not snitch. What you doing, bro?
Exactly.
You said
You mad because I don't tell?
Make sure my lawyer fees paid.
All right.
so. She gonna keep working, make sure my lawyer fees paid.
Period.
Y'all crazy as fuck, though.